if you and your friends are looking for a laugh, you can get lost. I've already got enough people hanging around here to tease me. Just because I'm sitting here instead of off hunting for treasure, those losers think we're equals. It is. Well, it's more like my father's dream. He's been searching for that tower since even before it reappeared. I didn't understand why my dad was so excited about the thing until I saw it in person. It got me thinking, what the heck is up there that could justify building such a tower? And what kind of power could turn such a massive tower into rubble in an instant? Well, whatever it is, I won't be finding out anytime soon. The bigger the mystery, the greater its hold on you. The bigger the thrill when everything is finally revealed, right? When that day finally comes, we'll have a real blast. I guess you're not like those other guys. I'd much rather talk to someone who's curious than somebody making fun of me. Listen, if you're really that interested in Karote, I can be your guide.
Hey, Nineheart, what do you think?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about Karote Tower. Do you really think there's anything to find there?
It's far too early to say. If I were to explore the place, I could make a better assessment. But that won't be possible. I didn't come here prepared for an extended expedition.
Well then, there is no cause for concern. Might I have a moment of your time? There is something I must tell you before your departure. It pertains to the tower, Karote. The tower was constructed between the time when my true body fell asleep and when I awakened in this form. I know very little of that era, with one exception. It was a time when the line between good and evil vanished. I do not know what lies within the tower, but please, exercise caution. As my friend, your well-being is important to me. I will eagerly await your return, my friends. Good luck.
butterfly dream!
Defective? How dare you call me defective? Spending all their time in that lab must have driven the old geezers crazy. If I could just get out of here, I know I could find a way to fix everything somehow. No! Stay back! The specter of death had always been near, though it took many forms. Sometimes it was a drug injected into my blood. Other times it was a makeshift instrument cutting away at my flesh. Sometimes it even took the form of a living person. But I thought I could survive it. I was certain I was strong enough, because I knew I was the one. I was so sure. Perhaps I am a failure. My body, which had been replaced piece by piece after countless experiments, sank below the waves like a stone. Down I went, further and further. I was sure I'd never again see the sun. And yet even there, at the bottom, there was a light.
This is just a hypothesis, but I believe this entire tower is an artifact. A machine or device powered by means of magic. I suspect this tower's creator knew it would be destroyed. So they came up with a mechanism by which those they deemed worthy could quickly ascend to the top, using that statue. Most likely a memory of whoever or whatever created this tower. But they must have had a very good reason for preserving their memories within an artifact. Although we can't assume that. If only Grendel were here, perhaps he'd see something I cannot. I'm afraid my understanding of magic is nothing compared to his. I do know this. You need to be cautious. Those things that attacked you must be the guardians of this place. You said they called you a vessel. There is a reason the statue reacted to you and no one else. A reason only you witnessed that memory. It would be naive to think otherwise. Do you see where I'm going with this? Because you were the adversary. Yes. Yes, I had contemplated that. I'll let you know if I think of anything else.
Let's play!
The light of the anglerfish was enough for my work. There, at the bottom of the sea, I began to build a tower. Time no longer mattered, and I had all the strength I needed. The old men's experiments had given me that much. I can finally see it. The morning sun that has been shrouded from me for centuries. The moment I emerged from beneath the water, the realization hit me like a tidal wave. I knew it. I'm not defective. I'm not a failure. They were afraid of me. They were afraid because they created an adversary even more powerful than they were.
An experiment to create an adversary. I see. I'm not. The clues were there, and this is not the first time we've heard of such an experiment. Don't tell me you've forgotten. You saw the results of that experiment firsthand. In the Holy Land of Cernium. I read the reports. A being manufactured to deceive a holy relic. Indeed. A laboratory floating in the air. A test subject who fell into the sea. A tower stretching into the sky. It's clear that test subject built this tower to escape from the sea. And judging from the height of this tower, he didn't stop there. I have my suspicions, but I'll hold off on speculation until I know more.
How are you two just chatting about this so calmly? You're acting like an experiment to create an adversary is totally normal. And it wasn't just one experiment. They built a laboratory, and they did it over and over until they got it right. Who were these people? And what was their motivation?
Could he have been referring to this experiment, to its purpose?
I can't say, but it seems there's more to all of this than we suspected. An experiment like this would surely have left a trail of evidence. Nikki, when we first arrived, you looked at the tower and deduced it was nearing completion. And you also told us about your father. You said that he'd been awaiting the tower's completion for quite some time.
Beats me. Sorry, but my dad isn't really the sharing type. Probably because he doesn't even trust his own children. I mean, I get it. My pops is a genius. You know how people treat geniuses. They laugh at them or ignore them, all because they're not smart enough to see how the dots are connected. They used to call him a weirdo. I bet my dad had a rough time too. But at least he was a genius. Me? I'm just an ordinary seeker. A son who didn't live up to his father's expectations. I honestly don't care about the legend behind the tower. What I want is simple. I want to see the tower completed. And I want to see what destroyed it with my own two eyes.
Nikki, you know you can talk to us about how you're feeling. I'll understand.
Yeah, that's right. Me and Irina have a lot of experience helping kids work through their feelings.
Are you calling me a kid? No. I don't have time to be upset. Don't you see? We're almost at the top of the tower. And right before the tower is completed is when it gets attacked. We can't sit around here any longer.
You're right. We'd better prepare for the attack. Shall we move on to the next floor? Are you ready?
Butterfly dream!
door. I was so convinced all I had to do was make it back there. The door to the laboratory would only open for the vessel of an adversary. I knew I could pass through it. There wasn't a doubt in my mind. Because even if I wasn't complete yet, I was the vessel of the adversary. Or so I believed. All I have to do is make it to the laboratory. From there, I'll be able to figure everything else out. As long as I can make it through the door, I'll become a true adversary. I'm so close now. I just need to build a little higher. I just have to hold out a little longer. I thought I saw it peeking out from below the clouds, beneath that cliff from which I was thrown so long ago. I had finally made it. But that was the moment. The attack came from the sky. The tower I had spent so many years building turned to ash in an instant. That tremendous power came down upon my head.
The door will not open to those who are unworthy, ever.
Laying there at the bottom of my broken tower, I had an epiphany. I didn't have to open the door myself. I needed another vessel, a new adversary. Yes, one like you.